So my name is John Mamais. I work for Projekt Red studio, which is based in Warsaw, Poland. We're developing The Witcher 3, Wild Hunt, and my job is executive producer, and my role is head of production studio.
All right, John, so tell us what's going on in The Witcher 3.
Okay, it's set in this area called Northern Kingdoms in the Witcher world, and Northern Kingdoms are sort of in a state of chaos, and there's like this power vacuum, and all the sort of minor kings are kind of vying for power and so forth. So, since they're not united, the Nilfgaardians, which are a united sort of southern empire, are moving north to try to take over the world, effectively. That's kind of the backdrop for the world, for the setting. The main character, Geralt of Rivia, is a Witcher, and a Witcher is a mutated monster killer, okay? Because it's basically kind of like a real medieval kind of world, but something happened and all these monsters started appearing, and these sort of supernatural things started happening in the Sapkowski books. So to fight all these monsters and all the supernatural shit, the Witchers were created by a group of sorcerers, which they take human babies and they start mutating them and make them into sort of this master race of monster killers. So when they become adult, all they do is they go out and they make money. They go out to villages that are being terrorized by vampires or werewolves, or we use a lot of sort of Slavic mythology and Nordic mythology and so forth to create monsters. We draw from that for our monster creation, so it feels quite original. But he goes to these villages and they say, okay, we're being terrorized, we need some help. And he, for a certain amount of cash, he'll go out and take care of the monster for you. So that's kind of what their job is and their role is in this universe. But the Geralt story, you know, it's much deeper. It's like, without going into too much detail, in this game, it's more of there's a personal quest for him in sort of this backdrop of this war happening. So that's what's happening in this story.
So you mentioned that like in your trailers that you have like real world choices to make that will affect the world around you and how it grows or gets destroyed or flourishes. Can you go into a little detail about that?
I can go into some detail about that. If you piss off like a community or a village or something, then their disposition will change too when you go back into this community. They probably won't sell you stuff, they'll avoid you, they won't help you or talk to you or lead you in the right direction in terms of whatever quest you're on. So that's the kinds of things that happen. It's kind of built into sort of our living community world system. And a lot of open world games have living world systems, and we're doing pretty much the same thing. Hopefully we're just going to be doing it in a little bit more depth and detail and make it a little bit more realistic. So.
Will there be like if a town's being ravaged by werewolves and they ask for your help and you say no and you come back to it later, will it be completely destroyed by werewolves?
Yeah, yep, pretty much.